Every summer I get questions about what is the value of renting versus the value of buying. And in today's changing market, you would probably think my answer would be different than other years. This is Ron Wysokarski at Wise Home Team Realty, and so many people right now are frustrated with the home purchase process. And the rates have risen and prices have risen, and they're thinking, geez, maybe I'll just rent for a year. And I have to question that, and here's why. If the interest rates were at 3 or 4% and now they're at 5, maybe even 6%, like, wow, that's a big number, right? But back 15 years ago when the market really ran hot, rates were 6, 7, even 8% during that time. So historically, the rates are still low. And maybe you don't want to pay 6% interest rate, but I have to ask you this. What is the effective interest rate when you rent? You see the number is 100% because you get no value out of the renting other than the cost difference between renting and buying, which you think might be less, but it's actually more. Even with a 5 or 6% interest rate, the cost for a 3-bedroom home with 2 bathrooms in most areas is far less than the cost of renting in those very same areas, those very same properties. In essence, you could be saving hundreds of dollars a month in your monthly budget by purchasing instead of renting. Now, I do have to say that maybe the gap between where you are and where you want to be is qualifying for a mortgage. It's saving for the down payment, saving for the closing costs. And those are things that we can be working on, that if you're going to temporarily rent, let's say for this year, on the way to purchasing next year, how about a strategy to actually set aside the money so that this time next year you could be a purchaser in this market? Or maybe you haven't realized that there's programs out there that for less than 5% down, perhaps as little as no money down, you might be able to purchase a home this year instead of waiting until next year. And as opposed to saving while renting and paying a higher price, you could actually be saving on your mortgage and still saving money to put towards perhaps the next purchase and do a wealth building strategy. My thoughts today are just to pique your curiosity on the difference between renting and buying and let you know that even though in this changing market that rates are up and prices up, it still could be a good value to buy. This is Ron Wysokarski at Wise Home Team Realty.